Do you really need a partition or bulkhead for your work van? Today we're going to be answering that question by discussing the advantages that come with adding a partition to your work van. The major benefits include safety, sound and insulation, and overall driver comfort. Just a quick note, partitions and bulkheads refer to the same equipment in a van, and the terms can be used interchangeably. For this video, we're going to be calling them partitions. If you find this video helpful, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our future uploads. One of the biggest benefits that we wanted to talk about today is how partitions add an extra layer of protection for the driver. In the event of an accident, cargo and equipment could be sent flying around the van. Van partitions are crucial safety equipment that separate the driver's cab from the cargo area in a work van. Adding this equipment to your work van can make all the difference in protecting a driver if an accident were to occur. Another big advantage when installing a partition into a work van is the reduction in overall noise. Many van operators can attest to dealing with the annoyance of loud equipment and cargo while driving. There are a few choices when selecting a partition that can really make the difference when sound reduction is a priority. Choosing partitions like this composite one behind me that offer thicker materials are going to be one of your best options when it comes to reducing overall noise. We love metal partitions and they do an excellent job with safety, but we have noticed that some metal partitions can be a little bit more prone to rattle and have resonance. So if you're going to spend tons of hours driving in your van and you want to prevent as much noise as possible, we definitely recommend materials like this composite behind me. Another thing to consider is features like doors and windows, as these features can reduce your overall noise reduction. Solid partitions that exclude doors and windows will do best when it comes to reducing noise. If you're looking for a great composite partition, check out our website. We carry leading brands like Ranger, Sortimo, and WeatherGuard. The last advantage that we wanted to talk about when adding a partition to your work van is driver comfort. There are a variety of factors that can take away or add to driver comfort, and climate control is one of the main ones. Heating and air systems inside of vans often have to work quite hard when it comes to cooling or heating the entire interior of a van. With the installation of a partition into your van, the heating and air system would be able to focus the airflow specifically on the front cabin only. We recommend a composite partition for this reason as well, because it has a really tight fit between the bulkhead of the van and the partition material itself. That seal there is really good for containing all the air up here in the cab. Before we wrap up today's video, I wanted to highlight a couple different features that you need to keep in mind if you're shopping for a partition. Things like offset designs, doors and windows, and material choice. Let's start by talking about offsets. So as you may or may not have noticed, the partitions that we used in this video thus far have all had a nice amount of offset to them, which is a really great feature that allows you to have a bit more legroom up in the cabin. This can make a big difference for taller drivers, allowing the seat to be slid and reclined back to an ideal driving position. Another thing to consider when shopping for a partition is to consider whether it has a feature like a door or window, such as this one. If you do purchase a partition, it can be incredibly helpful to have access to your cab directly from the front cabin through a door in the partition, rather than having to get out through the driver's door and then walk all the way around to the passenger side to open the sliding door or even enter through the rear doors. When it comes to partitions that do have doors, something to keep in mind is they are offered in either sliding configurations like this one or a swing out door. That's important because a lot of people like to run equipment up towards this cab area, and if you have a swing out door that could potentially impede your opening of the door if you've got equipment up here, that's where a sliding door like this is really nice. It's a lot less obtrusive and you get more floor space. Moving on to windows on partitions. There are several options out there that offer polycarbonate windows. Some of them come with a door, such as this one, and some of them are without. There are also perforated window options, and those are really common on the full metal partitions. Main advantages on having windows on partitions would be retaining visibility, especially on vans that might have glass windows on the rear doors, or if you simply want to keep an eye on the cargo situation that's going on in the back of the van. All right, that's all we've got for today's video. Hope you guys found the information helpful. If you're shopping for a partition and need a little bit of help, feel free to give our sales team a call. They'd be happy to walk you through the process. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future uploads. As always, this is Michael with Elite Truck. We'll see you guys next time.